I'm Al Ferguson, lead anchor at Queer News Tonight. Hotspots Magazine, Happening Out Television Network welcomes you to the 25th anniversary year of one of the world's most important LGBTQ plus cultural events, celebrating queer film. The Outshine Film Festival has its triumphant return to Fort Lauderdale from October 19th to 29th, 2023. This special program is going to explore the highlights and the best moments coming for the 15th anniversary of the Fort Lauderdale edition. To help us, we have brought together a dazzling array of talent. Let's welcome Jennifer Kriz. She has a long history of representing lesbians and queer women at the Outshine Film Festival and serves as the vice chair of the board for the festival. Let's welcome Bonnie Builder. Bonnie represents this unique brand of drag queen and then badass fitness instructor bodybuilder. She is an activist for the Black community, and her sharp eye, and more importantly, her sharp tongue, will give us a unique perspective of the Outshine Film Festival. Let's welcome Faye What? She represents lesbians and queer women and is a well-known television personality and the host of the Faye What Show, Mondays at 9 a.m. and then on demand on Roku, Apple TV, and all streaming platforms on the Happening Out Television Network. Let's welcome Dino Mascaro. He represents the Latino community and has vast film experience with the Outshine Film Festival, including the Outshine Miami Edition Selection Committee Chair. Let's also welcome John Hayden. He's the community editor and senior reporter at Out South Florida, and John's long career in network television has allowed him to interview countless movie and television stars. And finally, let's welcome Joe Balancio, literally one of the world's most well-known and respected LGBTQ plus film experts. As the Outshine Film Festival's program director, he has seen all 60 plus films in this year's festival. Wait, just a minute. I understand all 60 plus films but one. I can't wait to find out which one that was. Outshine Film Festival celebrates LGBTQ plus Blockbusters on Saturday, October 28th. The biggest day of the Outshine Film Festival 2023 is celebrated on Saturday, October 28th at the Gateway Theater. Look at this amazing lineup. First up, there is Chasing Amy. It's presented from the USA. On a quest to understand how a divisive LGBTQ plus 90s rom-com saved his life, a filmmaker is confronted with truths that will ultimately shape who he becomes. For young Sav Rogers, the Kevin Smith cult classic Chasing Amy became a life raft as Rogers examines the film and is making as a cornerstone a LGBTQ plus cinema and drama. He finds himself at a complicated crossroads. These commentaries and dialogues with director Sav Rogers explore the power of media representation and the importance of cinema that shapes all of our lives. Another great choice is All the Colors of the World. It's presented from Nigeria. Bambino and Bawa meet in Lagos, the capital, and hit it off immediately. They are on a photography project and they develop a deep affection for each other while touring around on their long trips around the city. But in a society that considers homosexuality taboo, they feel the pressure of social norms. This was the winner of the prestigious Teddy Award for Best LGBT Film. All the Colors of the World Are Between Black and White is a sensual and politically important film about finding love where you least expect it. There's also going to be Hidden Master. It is presented from the USA. The life and times of George Platt Lynn's famous celebrity photographer get an added close of queerness and an added dose of queerness with this deep dive into this lesser known but incredibly vital work depicting the nude male body in all of its glory. Hidden Master, The Legacy of George Platt Linz features a stunning collection of photography from the 1930s to the 1950s, uncovering the life of Linz's lesser-known male form and his lasting influences as one of the first openly gay American artists. Another choice is León. It is presented from Argentina. After the death of her partner, Julia falls apart and must rebuild her life to preserve her family and the restaurant they opened together. León is about relationships and the joyous and challenging task of loving and understanding one another. It's also about finding joy amid sadness and learning to live again when all seemed lost. Touching, tender, and beautiful, León reminds us to love, laugh, and live even when times are tough. Another choice is Aligned, and it is presented from Greece. Two men with a shared cultural heritage but worlds apart meet in Athens and then in New York and discover their bond transcends beyond the dance floor. Aligned is a film that offers a reflection of self-discovery, love, desire, pain, and everything in between. You might like How to Be a Modern Man. It is presented from Spain. A strict, racist, homophobic, order-obsessed tax official has an unfortunate confrontation with a co-worker and is transferred to the Ministry of Equality. There is a forced to work with the very people, he is forced to work with the very people he despises and will have to adapt or perish in this comedy of understanding. How to Be a Modern Man is a fun, fresh, and optimistic fish out of water comedy with a much needed social message. Maybe one of my favorites is the fantastic Golem Affairs. It's presented from Spain. Homoeroticism and magical realism takes center stage in the fantastic Golem Affairs. Upon seeing drunk friend David falling from a balcony and being shattered into tiny pieces against a car hood as if he were made from porcelain, Juan finds out that the former was a golem. Faced with the lack of interest or concern by anyone over the strange incident, Juan begins to search to uncover the truth. In this odd to offbeat, raunchy humor comedies of the 90s, blood splatters, penis shots, and leather daddies abound in what is sure to be one of the funniest and absurd films in the festival. Another feature of the Outshine After Dark horror theme of Halloween. Joe, tell us about this big Saturday at Outshine and especially Golem.
I love the fact that you didn't laugh at penises and leather daddies. So
and
good for you.
Daddies. Well, come on.
He's so professional.
That's part of his everyday.
Yes, can I hear more about the penis shots?
I love this film. I'm a fan of offbeat for offbeat reasons. I find them curious. I find them interesting. I find them, sort of just wacky. And to me, that's sort of my wheelhouse. Again, I'm not sure it's going to be for everybody, but fan of offbeat cinema and sort of, taking a film you may not think you want to see, just take a chance. This might be one to do. I also love the day is sort of focused on art with Aligned, which is beautiful. Not only the men are beautiful, the dancing is beautiful, the cinematography is beautiful. Hidden Master tells a story. I mean, I think we're familiar with Bruce Weber and people like that who've done these erotic photographs, but George Platt Lyons was really sort of the forefront of the movement. And again, his photography, as you can see, is just stunningly beautiful, as is his story. And all the colors in the world are between black and white. It's like a painting come to life. There are these languishing, beautifully shot, beautifully framed, sort of very intentional long takes that just sort of envelop you and allow you to sort of feel like you're there. And he's a photographer as well, so that sort of plays into the on the screen and off the screen type of activities. Chasing Amy, who doesn't know the story of Chasing Amy? And it's how that film really shaped the life of this trans director. So well made, so interesting, so vibrant, and it really is a great day.
You can't go wrong in the final big day at Outshine Film Festival when you combine monsters, penises, and leather daddies. Am I getting this right?
That's a good night right there. Sorry. All the movies sound fantastic, but I have to be like, I'm extra excited about Chasing Amy. I mean, you have to understand, that was one of those movies that like I watched a million times. It came out in 1997, and it was like the third of a trilogy from Kevin Smith, who I love, who did Clerks and Mallrats as well. And so the story is basically this guy who falls in love with this girl like hard, and believes she's the love of his life, and she's gay, and Joey Lauren, it plays the lesbian in the original movie, and like she was one of my first crushes, so to see this trans director and see what his vision through it and how it guided him as well, super excited about that.
And that film closed Outfest this year.
Oh,
yeah. Chasing Amy.
Yeah, nice.
The film that from that list that you read, the one that I'm most excited's not a good word. The most one I'm most
about?
No, not at all. Is the one from Nigeria. Because we do so many stories out of Africa about homophobia, legalizing hate crimes,
death penalties
just for being gay. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that experience and focusing on just one couple, not looking at it from 30,000 feet, but focusing in on one couple. I'm interested to see how that story will be told.
By the way, to the point of that movie from Nigeria, we reported in Queer News Tonight the reality of this theatrical dramatic story and its ties to real life. We just recently reported Ghana is on path to make homosexuality an imprisonment of 50 years. Now, this is 2023, not 1777. But that's what's going on in Africa, and that's what's going on in Lagos.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see that movie as well. We have, in the past, shown films coming from Africa, LGBT films, LGBTQ films from Cameroon, from Uganda, many documentaries. But to see a love story coming out of the largest country in Africa, on top of that, Nigeria, that has a very healthy, very robust film industry, but you never see films about gay people coming out of Nigeria. So to me, to see that they are now getting the courage to do that, we need to support that, and for us to show that to the community. I'm totally looking forward to see that film.
To everybody that is watching this special that we're doing on Outshine, this is the final and perhaps biggest day of the Outshine Film Festival. And it is the biggest day because it gives you the breadth of the greatest choice. Saturday, October 28th, and it's a day. We want you to come every day of the 10-day festival, but if you're only going to come a single day besides the big featured party films, this is the day to come, and we'll see you there.